guys. I gotta get bigger than this. Seen a group, I knew they were small. I just got out here, guys. I'm in a new area that I haven't fished this year. I don't know which video is going to load first, but I made a pour to catch it with this bait I'm using actually right now. Yesterday, and I got done early on the job today, so I thought it's 3:45. I put the boat in water by 3:30. I thought, let's go back in the area I haven't fished this year. Well, I'm seeing plenty of crappie, but they're scattered, and I haven't seen anything of any size to them. I'm amazed right now. I'm looking at this wind and the water chop. There was no wind. When I got home, I thought, what a pretty evening to go. There's no wind. I noticed the flags at the clubhouse when I come in, they wasn't moving. I get back here and put my boat in the water and it's windy. But there's always more wind on the lake than it is on land, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? If you got a little bit of wind, you got a lot more on you on the water, right? So, let me hit my spot lock. Spot lock is a saver, guys. If y'all don't have it, mine wasn't working for a while. Remember, I went about 3 months before I figured what's wrong with it. And it's my fault too. They put a couple parts on it that didn't help it, and then they finally got the right part. All right. But anyway, I know what it's like not to have it. I can't even see my bait. I'm having trouble finding my bait today. Some of it's because the boat movement. It don't take much wind at all. If the boat's moving, you got to move this a lot. It's hard to keep that little bait. As I said, this thing has a 20% cone. So when you move it, and you see me moving it here a little bit, it doesn't take much. Sometimes y'all watch when I'm trying to show a live scope shot, y'all notice that the fish disappears once in a while. I reach over here, I miss moving it like that, so I'm moving it. And it's making that much difference. So I then lost my bait and I lost the fish. But anyway, it's hard to keep that thing in the scope. Guys, when the boat moves, it makes it worse. All right, right there's the fish I was after. I caught one out of. So there's about 6 or 8 of them. Let's see if we can catch another one out. They're small ones. They're 35 foot, so I'm gonna throw it to 35 foot. Okay. I'm letting it sink. Now I seen my bait last time I done that. I'm looking for it. I should have done seen it by now. Now one of the things I can do is make this shorter. All right, there's the fish. Still ain't seen my bait. Like I say, it's tough, guys, when that wind's blowing and stuff, and the boat's moving. Sometimes I just count it down, and when I think it should be there, I start moving it. That's what I'm doing right now. And I see the fish move, and I know it's there. All right, guys. I can't believe this wind. I'm sitting here going like, oh my gosh, myself. Guys, I moved to another spot. Let's move that back further. I'm just trying to find some fish. Like I said, they are scattered. I showed you, I found some little ones. They was interested. I could catch a few of them, but we're looking for bigger fish. This is the first fish I've seen on them after I moved. There's a guy here that's spider rigging in front of me and to the right of me, and they probably doing the right thing because the fish are everywhere. I haven't got to see this fish yet. Well, I was suspecting this because he was moving pretty fast when I threw at him. He was kicking along pretty good, and I thought, that don't even look like a crappie. He's moving off fast. But he wasn't fighting that hard. It's because it was a small bass. Hey, you might be 10 or 11 inches. All right, guys, you're talking about spooky. I'm throwing at fish and they're running off. So I'm back 45 feet from them. It's about 8 or 10 over here, about 45 feet away, and there's no size to them. But I had to get back that far, and I changed colors. Actually, I just made these baits the other day too, but I've been making this color. I've done a pour to catch on this color. This color is called Flash. I call it Flash. And that's just my name for it. I'll show it to you. So he's not a very big one, guys. He's about 8 inches. But this is a good color. And I went to it because I figured everything else he's running from. It's just a light smoke with some blue highlight. And it's got silver, blue, and black flake. So if you want to call something, you could call it smoke with silver and black and blue flake. But I added some blue highlight to it. I don't know if y'all can see that now. It's got a tint of blue to it. The whole thing does. It's a tint of blue. The blue highlight, I love it. The crappie seem to love it. I add it to a lot of my baits. All right, that's called Flash. That color. All right, I'm gonna set this other camera up here, guys, and see if I can get y'all a shot of this. They're not big ones. I don't know what else to do. I'm not seeing any big fish. And we're right at the spawn. The water yesterday was 56. Today it's 65 because it's 82 today. So guys, that's the surface water, okay? And I'm gonna tell you something. When that happens, if you ever went out and thought, this is the prettiest day we've had this year, because this is the prettiest day we've had this year. This is the hottest day we've had this year, I think. And you ever been on a day like that and you're like, the wind's just very light. It's beautiful. The sun's out. A few clouds in the sky. What a pretty day to be out here and don't catch any fish or do poorly. I've done that many a times. I've caught more fish sometimes on a rough day, you know, or a cold day. I've had days out here when it's 40, 42 and I've done really good. When this water warms up that fast and that sun's beating on it, it messes them up a little bit. They got to adjust to that. And I had time off to see them, so here I are. But we're gonna see if we can get you find a big one yet, okay? Hey guys, I finally got another one. I'm gonna cut this other camera. You can see it's a school right there. I'm still sitting in the same place, but just got my spot lock on, sitting in the channel. And you can see that one, that school came down through there and I threw at them. So I'm not catching any size to them. I've seen a couple big ones, but the big ones run from me. Now I'm gonna net him. That last white perch I caught, I don't know if y'all gonna see him in the video or not. I usually don't put him in there, guys. I catch white perch too. I just caught a white perch and he broke my line because I picked him up by the line and dropped him in the boat. He broke my line. All right. He's about 10 and a half. He'd be a good eating size if you're gonna eat some. Catching them, and now I have him right up and down the lake. There's a small school right here, 45. That's why once you find some, most of the time there's more fish in that area. If you find a few, if you're seeing them when you depth find it, there's usually more than one in that area. Okay, there's going to be a few. All right, now get y'all live action here. These are not going to be very big. One there looks decent. Oh, they're already coming after it. They seen it. Oh, guys, guess what I done? I took it away from him. One of them hit it, I took it away from him. Let's see if they're hit it again. I reckon they're crappie. It looked like crappie. They're off the bottom. They went back closer to the bottom after I set the hook on that one. Sometimes once a while ago I seen a school like that. Once I brought my bait through it and I messed one of them, that was it. And I have caught 2 or 3 out of school before they quit, but sometimes you don't get but one chance. Like, it's back here again, that's what happens. Back with them. They're not paying much attention to it. Nope. Nope, not even one of them. All right, one of them just now did. There, I got him. I done come clean past him, guys. And I thought, well, that's it. One of them turned and come after it. See him on the screen fighting there? Bam. Alright guys, ain't no size to him. Bait fell out of his mouth. I'm still using the flash color. He's about 9.5 maybe. Oops. I think the bait fell clean through the net. It did. Don't y'all hate that? Let me get it here. And I'm using Lamar's head he sent me. That's the one I was using in a lot of videos. It's kind of a gold looking head. Alright. Don't have no lead barb on it now. It's just a head. What they call a pill head, I reckon. And don't have no barb. I don't like that barb. All it does is bust up your bait. Let me see if we can find them again, guys. I got the camera going up here. All right, they're out there at 40 foot now. That's what they're doing today, guys. They're just running around. They're schooling. They're just running around. Pre-spawn setup. They're just running open water. This is that minnow one. It hasn't slid back on me now. I cut some of it off. That's a nice crappie. Now I told him I hadn't caught any big crappie, and since I talked to him, he was good luck. I done caught a 13. Get back here. Get back here. Stop. He's 13. Upside down. Guys, I'm gonna fall in the lake. I'm telling you, you get fish slime once. I had slime on my fingers. I put my fingers on the side of that boat. Guess what happened? Yeah, my hand slipped off. That hurt my elbow. Oh. I'm gonna tell you, my hands, guys, are always skin up. I always got a cut on them. You work construction, some of y'all, I know some of y'all do, you know what I'm saying. You always full of nails, hammers. You're gonna tear up your hands. See, this little head don't have a keeper on it. But you'll be surprised how well that thing will stay up there. Look here. I can pull on the tail. What gets you is when they grab it here and you set the hook and see it slips in their mouth. But you can put a shot of super glue on it and it'll end that. But here's what I'm going to do, guys. Y'all know what I'm going to do, don't you? I'm going to reach down in here and maybe, maybe, this is the color I caught a few on. That's that new color. And I made a pour to catch on that. I don't know which one this video y'all will see first. And whoa, easy. Finding these big ones like this are really tough. Hey, you're part bass. Boy, this water getting warmer. They get fired, don't they? And I have thrown at a lot of them this size, guys, and they run from it. Like I said, he was 45 feet out. They followed me to the boat about 20 feet, and I just threw at one on this side before I threw at this one. When the bait hit the water, he was like 8 foot. He heard the bait hitting the water. And guys, I'm using this is a 148. Look how little this head is. I'm trying. He's not the same size. He's probably 13 in that area. Yeah, he's 13 on the nose. 13 on the nose. 13 on the nose. I mean, you can. Like I say in that area, guys, because I'm just guessing. Just trying to get you an idea. Okay, folks, let me share with you. I caught some fish. It was a struggle. Okay, this is that chartreuse pumpkin seed back I made, okay? I've used this in a few videos now, and I did make a pour to catch with it. I don't know if it's going to be before or after this before I load it, guys. Right now, I'm trying to make all the videos I can until I get a chance. If bad weather comes along, I'll have some for you, okay? This is one I call the flash, okay? The reason I call it the flash, it's got small silver, medium silver flake in it, black flake, and a few blue. Okay, you can see how this sparkles. It worked good, guys. Water's got this little stain to it. They like this one. The one hit it 3 times before I ever caught him. I just kept throwing the back, and he'd run for it. When the bait sank, I see him come running for it. He would turn. I filled him. I set the hook. Nothing. I don't know whether he was grabbing the back of it or he was biting down on it. I just wasn't hooking him. Got him. I think it's the 3rd time I got him. So that was a good one. It's called the flash. But both those baits are good colors. I done dropped both of them on the ground. I'm sorry. Both these baits are good colors. Nothing wrong with either one of them. Okay? But sometimes when you're fishing like this, I said this before, sometimes color doesn't make a whole lot of difference. Sometimes it does. Who knows? We'll never figure that out, will we? If y'all been fishing with somebody and they're using a color bass fishing or crappie fishing and they're just slaying them, you're not getting bitten, you say, give me one, and they give you one and you start catching them. We'll never know, will we? But you got to match your color to the watercolor and how much sunlight you got. That's the 2 things we know we need to do. Okay? If the water's dirtier, you can go to more flash or more brightness, chartreuse, purples. If the water's clearer, you can go to more natural looking colors, and they usually do better, don't they? Okay? If it's a sunny day, you can go to more natural looking colors. Cloudy day, you get 5 chartreuse, seems to always look better. Okay? And dark colors on cloudy day. All right? Guys, and the purpose of this video was to try to help you find fish at a new place. This is the first time I've been in that creek this year. All right? And I started, as I went in, got back about 600 yards. This creek's probably only about a mile long. I got back maybe a third of it. I stopped and checked the big pocket out. I started up the channel, and I went back, swung into the pocket, and came out. I seen a few. Okay, I think I caught one. I don't remember now. But I seen a few there. I thought, let's go back a little further. So I went back to about 3/4 ways of the creek channel, where the channel's down to about 14 foot. Done the same thing. I swung into a pocket, watching my scope, and I swung out. See a few small ones in the pocket in about 8 foot of water. As I came back out to where the point met the channel, I started seeing fish. I stayed there the whole time. I was out about 3 hours, guys, and I stayed there, and I just kicked this place about half the size probably of a football field. I just kicked around there. Okay? Sometimes I just put my spot like that was a light wind, and just sit there, and I just look around. And I'd throw, and I'd wait a little bit, and just keep looking around. Be one over there. I'd wait maybe 5 minutes. It'd be 4 or 5 would come in through there. I showed you some on the live scope. The little group coming down through there, and I'd throw at them. Some of the groups I threw into would bite at me. And I'd catch one out of the group or two. Some of them, if I messed one out of the group, usually I got a bite in the group, or if it's a group or a school crappie. But sometimes if I set the hook and messed and moved one of them, that was it. They just went on. They didn't stop. I didn't get another shot. Okay? I'd get sometimes only one shot at them because they was constantly moving. This is pre-spawn. So that's what they do in pre-spawn. That's why the guys that pull and spider rig do so well in pre-spawn, because these crappie are in the channel constantly moving. Okay? So once you see that on live feed, you go like, man, I see these guys. I've seen quite a few, 2 guys back there doing that. A lot of rods up. That's why y'all do so good in the pre-spawn. The crappie are just running the channel. Okay? I see no crappie on brush. I checked out a few trees. The docks that were on that bank, I looked around those when I got close to them. There was no fish on them. The fish are running up and down the channel. They weren't very deep sometimes. They were 3 to 6 foot, and once in a while you see one a little deeper. There were some that was 8 or 10 foot, but most of them were 3 to 6 foot. Okay? Hope that helps you. Okay? My name is Dennis. Appreciate each and every one of you. Love the comments, guys. Wednesday, fun videos. Thursday morning is Who Won from Sundays. Pour to catch. Okay? Name is Dennis. See you next time. Fish in Lake Country. See you.